investor, run 2 different venture funds out of Portland, and we look at deals all over Oregon.
What size deals does your firm typically put on?
Anywhere from $50,000 to $800,000.
Okay.
It's kind of our range. We're often the first money in seed stage companies, technology and non-tech.
Okay. And how many offerings are you involved with typically? What's a normal portfolio for you? Are you involved in 20 companies, 3 companies?
We've made 17 investments between 2 funds over the last 5 years, and 15 of those companies are still with us.
Fantastic.
Today, 1 sold and 1 died.
Okay.
And we'll do about 5 deals this year.
Okay. Is that a typical year? With the economy being where it is this a concern for you or an opportunity?
Well, it's both. We typically do anywhere from 4 to 7 deals per year.
Okay.
And we're looking for companies this year that can get to profitability fairly quickly. We see a kind of a logical path to profitability, so they're not so dependent on fundraising.
Right.
And also looking for companies where they're maybe not dependent on debt, which we've often relied on in the past to lever our equity. And we're looking for companies that have just stellar management, people who have direct domain expertise in the markets they're going after, and bring something to bear that's really distinctive and unique because of their careers and work history.
That was Eric Rosenfeld, a local venture capital investor, manages a couple of funds, and has been to the event every year for the past 6 years.
Yeah.
Really likes the Venture Conference, what it brings to him in terms of investment ideas. But,
yeah, you're really seeing this conference grow. Again, Dan Hoban and his group have done a great job in promoting Bend as a new spot on the radar for specifically the Pacific Northwest, bringing in new companies. I can tell you most of the companies this year, they weren't local. They were Eugene, they were Portland, they were Seattle. They did a neat thing this year with 10 companies presenting their business plan in 1 minute, and then one of those got a final spot. And I think it's fun. I mean, it's a good event. They had great turnout again. And the venture arm, the venture money, private money is huge. Yeah. There's a lot of dollars out there, and it's probably the place where you can make the greatest return on your investment.
Well, you're getting into these companies when they're at a very young stage, and you can take a big stake in a company for a little amount of money. I think he was saying he invests $500,000. That's typically what they're looking to invest in a company. And for that, they're going to get a decent stake in the business.
Sure.
If it becomes, a successful, the next Microsoft, something like that, they're going to make 20, 30, 40 times their money.
And in a short time.
Right.
And probably an exit strategy of less than 5 years.
Right.
So, these guys are taking some sizable bets, and, as far as most individual investors are concerned, but it's small in their overall portfolio of, say, 25 to 100 million if they're managing that type of money.
The main focus of the conference was on awarding an investment to one of the companies that presented at the event. Eric Winquist from JAMA Software talked to us, and their company actually won the event, and here's him to tell us a little bit about his company.
So JAMA, we make product management software. It helps companies that make technology products really manage the whole process of development, putting together the product development plan. This is something that people typically do in pretty basic tools like spreadsheets, documents, and email. So we have a lot of collaborative features that help the team get their thoughts down, capture customer needs, capture the features, and then communicate to the development team. So we're the Salesforce.com, to kind of use an overused analogy, but we're Salesforce.com for product managers. So that's something they've not really had those tools before, so we're really trying to give them access, give them a very easy to use tool, help make their lives much easier, and it seems to be working so far. We're 2 years in the development. This is the first year the product's been in the market. We've got over 1,000 users around the world, companies ranging from Intel to divisions of Boeing to the German government, Merck, pharmaceutical company. So really a pretty wide range of pretty household names, which is fantastic for us because it really helps us continue that traction and get that validation from the market. Well, I think this is great visibility, great exposure, and I think for us we've been pretty scrappy in terms of how we're getting the word out. What the next step is for us is to really go out and contact those companies that are going to be a good fit for our tool and actually sell directly rather than waiting for them to come to us.
That was Eric Winquist of JAMA Software, the company that won the event and won the seed capital that came along with that award. We are going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to discuss some of the more interesting investment ideas that we talked to people about at the conference. Stay tuned.